Well, g'day, and welcome back again to Zhaoqing. And today you find us in the basement parking of Darrenfar Shopping Centre. And we're down here because I got asked a question on Facebook. A friend of mine, Trevor, from back home in Albany, commented on it. So I shared a post on my Facebook page, A Scot in China on Facebook. Come and join the page if you haven't already. Shared a post about the bridge, the new really 600 plus meter high bridge here in China. And Trevor asked the question, do you see many electric cars on the streets nowadays, Scott? I was talking to a guy at Pavlov's dog concert Sunday night in Perth, and he said a city of nearly 20 million people have many EVs, which is very true. There are a lot of EVs here, but we're down here in the car park. It is Saturday night, and we're basically just going to take a walk around this basement car park, have a look at how many electric cars we have around the place, and B, what type of cars we actually see around the place. So we'll spin our camera around here. We've actually got one just about to, oh, we missed our spinning around, there we go. So basically, as we look at the cars, as we walk around, any car with a blue number plate like this is old, either petrol or maybe hybrid. Hybrids still have these number plates. As we head, okay, so we see here this Xpeng coming around the corner here has a green number plate. So any cars with a green number plate like this, these are electric vehicles, pure electric. So we're going to go for a little wander, just wander around the car park here, have a look at the type of cars we got. So here we have electric vehicle. Then we're into a petrol vehicle, Toyota. This one just pulling out here, we can see here is a electric vehicle. So this is a Zeekr. So my friend Thomas has just bought one of these, but the big SUV. So looking over, okay, so most of what we've got on this side over here at the moment are petrol cars here. So we have Toyota, we have BMW, we have, not sure what this emblem is. I can't tell you who that is. Honda, Toyota. Okay, so over the other side here we have Tesla, electric. BYD electric, another BYD electric, Xpeng electric, another BYD electric. Mainly, yeah, petrol over here, so Toyota, Chevy, G. What was this G stand for? Let's go around the back of this car. This is Trumpchi. Okay, Honda. And then looking over the road here, we have petrol, BMW, Honda. Can't tell the brand of that one. Not sure. Oh, is that a? No, I'm not sure what that brand is. BYD, electric. Audi, petrol. Petrol, BYD electric again. I'm actually surprised at how many of these are petrol. I thought there might be a larger percentage of electric vehicles in here because they are selling very well here at the moment. So another little, okay, this is a Wuling little, well, it's got 4 seats. I wouldn't like to try and sit in the back of that little electric vehicle. Trumpchi over here, another electric vehicle. Another Trumpchi here, sedan, electric. Hondas, so Toyota, as with everywhere else, very popular here. Mercedes coming down the road here, a little petrol-powered Mercedes. These, what is it, C260L. They had a big sale on these. They really dropped the price by quite a large margin. Maybe 2 years ago. And there's a lot of them getting around at the moment. A number of the teachers in our school have them. So over here we have another electric, I'm not sure what. So we have another electric Xpeng over here. I'm not sure what this brand is. See if we can get down the back of this car and have a look what this is. If they have the name written up there, they don't. Okay, so I have no idea what that is. But yeah, them Mercedes have proven to be very, very popular. There's a lot of them getting around at the moment. BMWs, of course, very, very popular here. Another electric vehicle here, another little Audi petrol vehicle next door to it. Oh, nice looking four-wheel drive over here. What's this? Okay, can't see a name on there anywhere, but looks quite a solid little vehicle. Right, let's have a look at this. Actually, we'll duck through this way. Just have a look down this aisle down here. What is this? Is that a Jeep of some kind? Quite possibly a Jeep. So what do we got down here? Another Xpeng electric down here. Another electric van down the end here. Looks like, is that a BYD? No, that's another, what was that one with the G on? I can't remember. But another electric vehicle. Okay, let's duck through this way. So big electric vehicle down here. Big, well, I was going to say SUV, but it's a bit bigger than an SUV. It's like a full-size four-wheel drive. Another electric vehicle here. Not sure what this one is. Let's have a look on the back of this. See what we've got here. No name. Actually, that might be a Citroen. It's quite possibly a Citroen. I'm not sure about their insignia, what it looks like. So, wandering around this way to our left, another electric vehicle down here, another, so BYD down here on the corner, BMW US SUV, Mercedes SUV. Okay, and we're going to duck around to our right over here. I'm not sure, I don't really come down here very often. I'm quite prone to quite possibly getting lost in here. It's a huge car park. It does look like mostly at the moment. Okay, we've got another electric vehicle down here. We'll duck around, get down to this back area. So what do we got here? That is not sure what that symbol is, but another electric vehicle. Another electric vehicle here. That is a Xiaomi. So petrol. Another electric. So the electric cars on this is another, okay, this is a Ford electric vehicle coming out of here. I don't know that I've seen many Ford electric vehicles actually. I think generally, so another electric, this is a BYD here, driving past us. We've got a Tesla in here. Most people, okay, so this one here doesn't have a number plate on it. I think this is an electric, yeah, it looks like an electric vehicle. MG. So when you buy a new car, you have to actually apply for a number plate. So they will have up on their dashboard a little temporary number plate in there, so that when they're going through, for example, they're going, they'll have scanners on the gates to get out of the car park here. Okay, another electric vehicle pulling out. Can't see what that one is. I think this will be a, is that the BYD symbol on the front there? I can't remember. Let's go down the back here and have a look. Yeah, a lot of people, when they're buying, yes, that is a BYD, another electric. So another new car here. You can see again, no number plate on the back, but they've got the number plate up in the back window here. So that's just a temporary thing until their number plate comes through. Right, all petrol left and right through here. Yeah, a lot of people, if they're buying an electric vehicle in China, they buy Chinese because they do, as far as I'm concerned, have some of the best there are. Little BYD, I think that's is that the Dolphin or the Seal or something like that? Very, very, very popular electric vehicle here. Small, cheap. Another BYD here. That blue car over there is another electric. I think that is a Zeekr. What do we got here? Another electric vehicle. Can't see any branding on that at all. Someone's taken their branding off. Oh, it's an Xpeng. Okay. Xpeng SUV. Yeah, if they're buying an electric vehicle in China, a lot of them do support the Chinese brands because they're world beating. Having said that, here's a VW. Although I think they have some connection with a Chinese car brand. I don't think they're owned by the Chinese, but Ion, another very, very popular brand here. Can't tell you what this one is, but another electric. So yeah, in terms of electric cars, this is probably a very, very low sample size of electrics. When you actually sit on the road and watch cars going by, I think you get a higher percentage. Oh, here's the new Xiaomi SUV, the YU7. Absolutely gorgeous car. This is, if I was going to buy a car, this would be what I would be looking for. I love that car. That's absolutely gorgeous. Oh, and that's the YU7 Max, so that's a sporty version of the YU7. Absolutely beautiful car. So yeah, when you're looking at electric cars, really, China at the moment is leading the world. They make some brilliant cars. Another Xpeng here. These are actually made, I believe, just up the road from me somewhere. I believe their factory is in Sihui, which is another part of Zhaoqing. Another of these Mercedes that are all going cheap. Yeah, there's a lot of Mercedes on the road here at the moment. Another electric vehicle, another electric vehicle, another electric vehicle. All three are BYD. Another BYD electric over here. Another BYD electric over here. The BYDs are huge here. They are absolutely everywhere. Oh, what is this in the corner here? That's a nice looking little vehicle. That's a Maserati. Wow, don't see many of them in Zhaoqing. That is nice. Very, very nice. But I'd still go to the Xiaomi. What do we got here? Tesla. Toyota. We are starting to see a few more Toyota electric vehicles on the roads here. Although there's not a huge amount. We've got another of these Xiaomis around through the gap here, another electric. Another big SUV type thing here. Can't see a brand. LI they have on the front. Another BYD electric. Another Tesla, another BYD Seal or Dolphin, whatever they're called. Pretty popular. I believe they're selling them in Australia now. Oh, look at this little thing. Wow. So this little Wuling. So we saw a Wuling earlier, very small. But this one's been done up. Really, really nice. Have a look at the... so they've put new fenders and stuff on here. Custom fenders and the like. Beautiful paint job. Tinted windows. Roof rack and everything on top. Wow, that's really cool. They've done a great job. You know, a car that could be seen as quite a boring car, but oh, even the name badge here has got gems embedded into the name badge. Wow. New skirts on the bottom at the back here. Overhang over the back window. Wow, that's a really tasty looking car. Very, very nice job. Whoever's responsible for that. Subaru. Don't see a lot of Subarus here in China. They were, I think I saw a lot more of them when I first came here. They seem to have sort of gone out of favor here at the moment. Another electric vehicle over here. Is that a Chevy? Duck around the back of this one and have a look. It looks very similar to the Chevy badge on the front there, but not quite right. No, I can't see a brand name anywhere. Oh, another... I can't remember the name of that brand. But yeah, as we can see, there are a lot of electric vehicles here. And then you've also got all of the buses. So all of the city buses are electric here now. There's no diesel buses anymore. They have all disappeared. So all of the buses going around the city are now fully electric. Oh, here goes this Maserati on its way out. Oh, that's a nice looking car. That really is a nice looking car. Let's duck around to our right here. So, yeah, the other thing was all the taxis. See, I don't know how taxis work here. Another electric BYD over here. In actual fact, one thing I haven't seen here yet is a charging station. So another of the very, very popular Mercedes down the back here. We've got an electric BYD in there. Yeah, the taxis. I don't know how taxis work here. I know in Australia, the government kind of owns the taxi plates and you lease the taxi plates, the license plates off the government. Well, in Western Australia. Or that's how it was years ago when I was driving taxis. Big four-wheel drive electric vehicle here. Another Xpeng down this way. The taxis here, I'm not sure how they operate. You know, who owns the taxi licenses and stuff. But all the taxis here used to be Volkswagen. What were they? Volkswagen. Oh, I can't remember the name of them now. They were like Volkswagen Polo sort of thing. But they all... okay, so we have car washing station here. So we've got an electric BYD in there being washed. Another electric something here being washed. BYD over here. Another BYD up the back here. Yeah, the taxis here went from all being these sort of... Another electric vehicle there. The taxis all went from being these Volkswagen... It wasn't Polo, but it was something... No, Polos... I can't remember. A four-seater sedan type vehicle. I can't remember what the name of the brand of or the type of car is. Another electric vehicle here, another electric vehicle down here, another electric vehicle up here. But pretty much overnight, all of the whole taxi fleet went from being these Volkswagens to being BYD electric. And it happened over a very, very short space of time. So another electric BYD in here by the look, this red one. Electric again. Wow, look at this one. Not sure what this is, but wow, that's a gorgeous looking vehicle. Have a look at the grille on that. For an electric vehicle, I didn't know they would need such a big grille. I think it's probably more for style than for anything else. Xpeng in here. So yeah, as I was saying, the okay, another Xpeng in here. We have, not sure what this is pulling out. Another Xpeng over here, electric. Now that might be a Polestar that's just pulling out. We've got a BYD just coming in. Yeah, they don't have the name written on the back of that one. Another electric vehicle in here. I think that is a, not sure, but it's another electric one. And then another of these Li, I don't know what they are down here, electric. So, yeah, the entire taxi fleet here changed. There's no name on there to tell us exactly what that brand is. But the other thing that you'll see up here in the top here is this little white box you can see up in the top here. That you put your credit card into, or you may be able to get other types of card. And when you're going down the sort of toll roads, the gates will automatically scan that and automatically open the door for you. They are really, really good. You almost don't have to slow down. We've got people walking down here. Maybe we can walk out this way. We might do that because we are going to go up. Another BYD running through there. So we're going to head up the road here. We're going to head up to the bus stop out the front of the shopping centre here. I'm not sure where we're coming out of the shopping centre. I don't know where we've ended up from where we were. I think. Okay, we're over by Paifong Square. All right, so we're going to duck down through here. Duck down through all of the bikes. Let's just have a look here. We sort of talked about this a while ago about how secure things are here. So we can see helmet on the back of the bike, helmet hanging on the bike, helmet hanging on the bike, helmet hanging on the bike. A lot of these bikes have helmets hanging on them. Someone's got their shopping in the front of their bike, various other bits and pieces hanging off their bikes. More shopping in the pocket here. It is really a very, very secure place. We had got a big marquee. So this is Paifong Square over the road here. Got a big marquee in here where today they had a big display. One of the big sort of white goods and kitchen appliance stores had this huge big stall in here just showing off all the products they sell. I actually came down tonight. I was going to do a second video in there, but they closed up. They weren't open. They were packing up when I got here. Little delivery truck here. This is electric. So even little trucks like this are becoming electric now. Another little, it's a little Wuling taxi over here. Electric, little tiny electric vehicle. There is apparently the town where those Wulings are made. I can't remember what province it is, but it's a town I want to go and visit because apparently pretty much every car in that town where the factory is, where they make them things, everybody drives these little tiny Wulings around. I'd love to go and see that place and have a look. But heading out to the front of the, so more electric, another electric BYD coming down the road here. Heading out to the bus stop. So we're heading around to the left here is the front of this shopping centre. And then out the front of the shopping centre up ahead of us here is the bus stop. So we're going to go have a look have a look at a couple of the buses as they come through. As we wander through here, we'll have a look at some more, what other electric. So another electric car, this red one here. What do we got? Another electric Tesla up ahead of us, this black one. Another electric BYD, this sort of grey, off-white, sort of silvery thing. So yeah, it won't be long before the electric cars do dominate the roads here. They're dominating in sales now as people are gradually getting further up. So over here we have an Xpeng, we have a, not sure what the brand is, another of these Li brands I think. So 3 electrics there, another electric Xpeng SUV over on our right here. Yeah, as people are upgrading their cars, a lot more people are not even considering petrol cars anymore. The electric is so much cheaper to run, and it's at the point now, I mean, a big argument people had, electric Mercedes here. One of the big arguments people always had against electric vehicles was, oh, it takes so long to charge them up. Well, that argument's gone now. The charging now, fully charge a vehicle in 15 minutes, go from, I think, 10 to 80% in 5 minutes. It's pretty incredible. What do we got here? We've got people doing some kind of massage here. I might be in for this after we've finished doing this video here. Hongya International. So, heading over here, we have a couple of buses in here at the moment, and these buses, see the green number plates again, all electric. So bus 8, we've got bus 22 in behind it, we've got another one coming down the road. The buses are in and out of here all the time. Right, electric vehicle, electric vehicle, electric vehicle, petrol, electric, petrol, petrol, electric, electric, petrol, electric behind there, petrol, 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 electric, petrol, petrol, electric, electric, petrol coming up the back, electric, petrol, electric, petrol, petrol, electric bus, another electric bus pulling in, electric vehicle. So we can see here there's a lot of electric vehicles coming past. That car park, I don't know why, but it gave a very, very, I think, wrong view of how many electric vehicles we have here. Just looking at the cars going past here, I would say we're looking at about 30% of the vehicles on the road here are electric vehicles. 30% of the vehicles coming past us. They are just so much cheaper to operate. You don't have the wait time like, here comes another one here. It's not like, you go back 10 years ago to recharge an electric vehicle would take hours. Let's duck up here on this little riser. Things have changed. It's not like that anymore. I get this tracking on. So, yeah, back when I was a young guy, there are very, very few, but you would occasionally see somebody with an electric car, and they might get 150 kilometers out of it, and then they'd have to put it on charge, and they'd have to charge it for hours, 13, 14 hours to get that kind of range. And that's just not the case anymore. You can fully recharge a battery in 15-20 minutes with a decent fast charger. You go to the public chargers here, 10 to 80%, as I said, 5-6 minutes. A lot of the car companies here at the moment are giving free charging. You get so many recharges for your vehicle, and that is just amazing that they can do that. Just give away charges. So my friend Thomas recently bought a Zeekr SUV, and so he must have bought that close on, it must be 6 months ago, and I believe he's still getting free charging. You have to go sort of off peak time. You can't go during the busy time to get the free charging. But then you also, if you're charging overnight, your cost for the electricity is much lower. So I can't remember how much it would cost Thomas to fully recharge, and you know, he'll get 500 kilometers off of a full recharge. I think a full recharge was only like 20 or 30 RMB. So for an Australian, that's $5 or $6. You know, to get the same sort of range out of petrol, you know, you're paying $50, $60. You're paying 10 times more than what you're paying for the electricity. And, you know, like I say, you don't have that wait time to charge anymore. It's really not an issue anymore. You know, it used to be a legitimate complaint. And there's a lot of people, you know, I've heard people commenting still to this day that oh, they'd never get a petrol vehicle, an electric vehicle, because they take so long to charge. Well, that's people who are just not with the times anymore. Over here in Paifeng, we have the fountain show happening over here at the moment. Always a so big crowd of people down here again, which we always have. Lots of these, I don't know if we can see this in the camera, lots of these lighted up toys being flung up into the air everywhere. It's a, yeah, Saturday night, it's always a good crowd in here when the weather's decent. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, lots of these things being flung up in the air tonight. People selling them, they must be doing very well tonight. They must be very happy. I've never seen so many of them being flung, actually. But yeah, a lot of people, back to what we were saying about the electric vehicles. A lot of people still living in the past, and they've sort of not changed their mindset as the technology progresses, which, you know, I'm guilty of it myself. I'm not going to criticize anybody for this. Yeah, you do learn things when you're young, and they stick in your mind, and they become just fact. And it doesn't, it can take a lot of work to try and change your preconceived notions about things like this. Look at them fountains going off behind us there. They do look fantastic. So yeah, electric cars, if you go somewhere like Shenzhen or Guangzhou, you know, the bigger cities, I think you have an even larger proportion of them in those places where there's more money around. People are ready to change their vehicles more regularly because they have that extra bit of money to spend on things like that. Yeah, these smaller cities like here in Zhaoqing, I mean, we're not as rich as those places, but there's still a lot of electric vehicles coming online here, and give it maybe another 5 years, I think we'll be seeing more electric than petrol cars on the road here. It's not going to take much longer. Just about everybody I know here who is looking at selling their old car and purchasing a new car, pretty much all of them are looking for an electric vehicle. I don't know, I'm just trying to think, do I know anybody who is, no I don't know anybody who is looking for a new petrol vehicle. Just, they're so old hat, they're so out of fashion now, they're just not interested in them anymore. Cost too much maintenance. Yeah, with the way electric vehicles are going. Down the front here, so we've got these guys playing this, we did a video on this a little while back, I can't remember the name of this, but kicking these almost like shuttlecocks around the place. It is, it's funny actually down here, when we come down here and see this, because I do come and watch these guys from time to time, it's always older people doing this. There are younger people play it, it's not like young people don't play it. I quite often do this with my students at school. We'll kick these around and have a play with them, but no young people seem to come down here. Maybe this is just a specific group, social group that gets together and it's just older folk. But great game. So we are going to finish up there. So yeah, that's sort of electric cars here in Zhaoqing. We might do a follow-up video. We might actually look into some actual facts and figures in the future, and in the future do a bit more of a follow-up video and bring some more actual factual information rather than this anecdotal type stuff, which, you know, all of this that I've shown you tonight is just my experience here. And it's going on my perceptions. My perceptions, you know, may well be inaccurate, may well not be quite correct, but it's what I see day to day when I'm here. So yeah, if you've enjoyed this, hit that like button, share with friends, subscribe to the channel, all that stuff. Questions or comments, hit us up down there in the comment section. As always, what are we going to do? We're going to go over this way, or we're going to, no, we'll wait here and cross the road here. As I said earlier in the video, a Scot in China on Facebook, come and join the group. And if you have anything you would like to learn about life here in China, in Guangdong, especially here in Zhaoqing, as with this video came from a question on Facebook. Yeah, hit us up down there in the comment section, or contact us through Facebook, through the page on Facebook. Come and hit us up with your questions. If you come up with a good idea for a video, I'll go away, I'll do the research, I'll make you a video. So for now, thanks for watching everybody. I'm going to head home, get myself cleaned up and off to bed, because, well, tomorrow is Sunday. I think tomorrow is going to be a lazy day. So yeah, thanks for watching everybody. Stay safe and we will see you all in the next one. Cheers.